What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Super Johnny B 420, aka Sharp Johnny B 420, aka Johnny B, bro. And I'm here to do a video about net neutrality. Now, let me ask you. You see, I just poured myself a cup of water, and it's all good. But let's say my water company literally just wanted to be drunk, and me using it on dishes, which I gotta do, they would charge me more or regulate where I would not be able to get water, or it would be more slower for me to get it. That's something that is going on right now. This has been going on for years though, but that is something that we're kind of facing right now because they're voting on right now for net neutrality. Net neutrality is the ideal and practice of internet providers won't discriminate or charge differently over what websites, content, or platform. So pretty much if, let's say, you watch Pornhub, and certain companies and internet providers such as Comcast and, if I'm correct, Verizon and is it Time Warner? I know it's Tom something, but pretty much they go against porn. They feel as though it's unholy, unsaintly, and all that, impure, blah 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 blah. They can, if this doesn't go the way, they can regulate and make it buffer and or ban you from going on the Pornhub, Xhamster, all that shit. So I gave you a small example. Here's another example from people that are trying to fight it. Because right now, Facebook, Google, Amazon, and Netflix is trying to fight against this. The person that's really going forward is the current FCC chairman, Ajit Pai. He's for this. Now, here's an example. Let's say you're watching Daredevil on Netflix, and next thing you know, it start buffering, or maybe because of one of your internet provider, like Backdeal, is not working with Netflix. Let's say they work with Hulu. Then they will try to regulate because Netflix haven't paid a certain amount towards them for them to have their service run smoothly, which can build a monopoly. Now, with that being said, here are some examples. I had to write it down, but here are some examples that really did happen in real life that shows the opposite of net neutrality. Just like in 2007. In 2007, Verizon censored pro-choice text messages sent across their SMS servers. It was criticized and it was reversed by political figures, but still, the point being that because they did not agree with pro-choice in 2007, and people who are pro-choice, they literally try to censor you and try to limit you. Or another case with AT&T, where AT&T literally in 2012 limit Apple, so the iPhone and all that, but the Apple FaceTime app to people who got a more costly data plan, and they backed out in the last minute from the FCC before the FCC got involved. But still, point being, they were going to pretty much punish the people who paid for this data plan because it was going against them. Now, the thing about this is going to be voted on. Me personally, I know a little bit. It's hard for me to explain more about it with me just going off the head. I feel as though I'm against it because there are sites that I go to. There are things that I do. Yeah, I know what y'all think. You're porn. Well, that's one thing. But still, point being, there are things that shouldn't be regulated. And especially, it'll turn into a monopoly where it's not really going to punish anybody else but us, the people. The people who go on Google or have Netflix. I have a Netflix. You know what I mean? I know my family have Netflix. You know what I mean? Amazon. I have an Amazon. I love Amazon Prime. The documentary show thing on Hugh Hefner, dope show. On Playboy, it was a dope show. That would limit me from being able to watch it. And it's not even doing nothing but talking about the history of Playboy and all the things they dealt with to become the big magazine corporation that we know and love. But just because of the simple fact of net neutrality and is against certain big corporation businesses, or they haven't made a deal, or won't pay a higher amount because, let's say, Verizon want $1 million while Comcast want $3 million. They won't pay the $3 million. They'll just keep paying the providers $1 million. They're gonna limit me. You know what I mean? But pretty much, I'm gonna put some links in the description of people who can tell you more about net neutrality. One, of something that can explain it so you can read it. Two, people who can explain it and probably can give you a better understanding of net neutrality. But protest, and when I mean protest, I mean write, email the FCC, tell them why you're against the government rule of net neutrality and trying to censor the internet. I'll put a link to where you can write to them, message them, and give your comments. Please don't be rude and ignorant and cuss them out and threaten them. Just tell them that you are against it and you want to vote no. Alright, it's your boy. I'm out. Peace.